time.
Didn't you ask Sutton what she's drinking?
Yeah.
And you asked, is there alcohol in it? I mean, honestly...
You're such a bitch.
Excuse me.
Congregate here at the front. Dorit is hosting a party.
Stop being Dorit's spokesperson.
Oh.
Okay, Garcelle, who's been Sutton's spokesperson since she got here a few years ago?
Clocking.
I had a conversation with her, and everything she said, you have to back up. I didn't back anything she just said up. I've been quiet. I was thinking, listening.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And this episode, it did something for me. I felt like everybody was involved. Everybody was over here holding their own weight. I loved it from top to bottom. It was everything. But y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, wanted, securing.
It opens up where we see, you know, Garcelle, Kyle, and Sutton, you know, still at Sutton's house in Savannah. And Kyle and Garcelle are just like, yeah, we just want to give you a heads up, girl. We were eavesdropping on you and your mother.
Do that. I'm gonna bring my friends down.
Excuse me, Mom.
It sounded like you got everything out.
On y'all whole conversation, it seemed like everything went well. She was like, yeah, everything did went well. You know, we over here chopped it up. Everything was cool. Whoop, 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 whoop. So Sutton, mom come in. She was just like, yeah, you know, Mom, you know, I know that you don't like saying I love you. That's just your thing. But I'm happy that you said I love you to me. You know, she finally got it out of her. She probably yanked it out of her because she seemed like she was never going to go say it. But I mean, like I said in my last episode, it is good for kids to hear, you know, that I love you. It's like, that's what we want to hear that, you know? But we transport back over to Beverly Hills, and we're at Bose's house. Like I said, Bose, I don't know, she just do something for me. Like, the girl give me rich, she give me beauty, she give me over here everything. I love the house, I love the hair, I love her, everything about Bose, right? So her cousin comes in, Tina, and she's like, you know, we're closer than I am with my sisters. Now, who the closest person I am to is my sister, my older sister. We're like two peas in a pod. That's my girl. And Bose is just talking to Tina like, you know, me and Keely are trying to conceive a baby.
Are you starting to talk yourself out of the possibility of doing this? Like, the more you think about it, is it becoming too
so
surreal?
scary.
But, you know, Bose goes into her backstory about conceiving a child, and she talks about having pre-eclampsia with her first child, Eve, and unfortunately, you know, she was rushed to the hospital in 5 months, and she had to give birth to this baby, and unfortunately the baby did not survive. You know, rest in peace to Eve. And you could see the hurt and the pain that she has, and she's like, you know, that inspired me and gave me the motivation to becoming a mother. And you know, she obviously had a successful birth and with her other daughter, but she was like, the mental fortitude that she went through just to try to give birth to her second child was just a lot.
With my first daughter, named Eve, 5 months into my pregnancy, I discovered that I had early stages of preeclampsia.
So 15 years post that, now she's like, okay, I'm trying to have another child, and I already know what happened beforehand. Like, I don't want that to happen again. So she's trying to do all the tests to get someone coming from, I believe they said, Las Vegas, I believe. Get somebody coming into town to basically monitor, make sure everything is good, but also getting Keely, you know, his count, make sure his count is good. You know, you're gonna have to, you know, do what you gotta do into the cup, and let's see if your count is strong, right? Because a lot of people think it's the woman, but at some time, maybe the man's count is too low for you to conceive a valuable baby. So I think a lot of it emotionally, historically, has fell on the woman to not be able to carry a baby, but also the man should get their, you know, their sperm count checked to make sure that they are a suitable partner, or they can do something to get their sperm count up, or maybe there's something, you know, going wrong there, right? Dorit is like, yeah, you know, I'm having a 4th of July party. I'm so excited to do this. All the girls, you know, they're coming to the house. It's going to be really cute. Whoop, 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 whoop. The whole episode ended at this 4th of July party. So Dorit is over here like, yes, it's going to be great. I love it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The first person to show up, and it was Sutton. And Sutton was like, well, you know, this is cute. Sutton gets there at like what, 1:30, 1:22. Sutton gets there at 1:22. She walks in, she knocks on the door, and Dorit's upstairs, you know, getting changed, trying to get ready for everybody to come. Sutton comes in, she's like, hello? Hello?
Hello.
At that point, Sutton's just like, let me just go sit down on the couch. So she's sitting on the couch, just like, well, this is awkward. So she got there at 1:22. At 1:33 or 1:38, one of those two, Kyle comes in. Kyle's little outfit, fab. She looks really cute. It's nothing too crazy. It's just very much, you know, roundabout type of chick in Beverly Hills doing her thing, right? Kyle comes in. The first thing Kyle see is the whole little shrine that she got up with PK and Dorit. I'm just like, Dorit, let it go. I would have been took the pictures down, but girl, we already know what the real deal is. She still with that man. So Kyle was like, girl, what the fuck?
Y'all see this fuck ass shrine?
Sutton's like, girl, I didn't even see the shrine. That's crazy. So Dorit comes down like, hello, girls. Welcome to my house. How are you doing? You know, she's over here seeing Kyle. They're over here trying to get the drink. They're over here to get the cookies, get this and that. So Sutton's just like, okay, this is cute, whatever. So Sutton has his little bag. They didn't put the name on the bag, but we could only imagine it probably cost a couple $100,000. So Dorit grabs the purse and she's like, oh, this is mine. Sutton's like, no. She's like,
yes, this is mine.
you owe it to me. And Sutton's like, no, I don't. She's like,
but you do.
so going to confessional. Dorit's like, after all the shit that this bitch has been saying about me, the least she can do is give me this bag. And I might forgive her. But we know that's not what happens. So they go outside. They're sitting outside chopping it up. Garcelle comes through the door. You know, she comes in with the white and the red with the red hair. And she gets out to the backyard. And girl stumbles and out to the backyard. And everybody's like, oh my God, Dorit. Garcelle. Oh my God. Garcelle's like, girl, I'm good. So they sit down underneath the, I want to say, it's not a patio, but it's like a cabana that she got in the back of her house where there's some shade while the kids are over here playing around. They're grilling. They got the alliteration on this drink. I'm like, I have to have this drink. When Erica came in, it's like, oh, I'd like to try the watermelon coconut cooler. I said the alliteration on that just ate it for me.
This watermelon coconut cooler.
The watermelon coconut cooler. I would like to try the watermelon coconut cooler. Watermelon coconut cooler. The alliteration on that just fucked me up. Yes, ma'am. Garcelle's like, oh my God, what drink are you drinking, Sutton? So I was like, oh yeah, well, you know, this is just the watermelon drink. Garcelle's like, is there alcohol in it? She's like, yeah, this is a little bit of alcohol. And Dorit's like, of course there's alcohol in it. Or she says like, oh, you asked her, is there alcohol in it? Of course. So Sutton's like, don't do that.
Shut up. I mean, honestly, you're such a bitch. Excuse me. Don't say, and there's alcohol in it. Don't start with that. It's not nice.
Like, don't do that, Dorit. You're being a bitch. Dorit's just like, first of all, she's like, did you just call me a bitch in my home? I'm just like, Dorit, do you need to like clean your ears out? Because yeah, she did. So all the girls in there was like, oh my gosh. So she's like, don't call me a bitch in my home. She's like, well, don't insinuate that I'm over here having some type of drinking problem. We go to the flashback and we see that, you know, they want to make it seem like it was Dorit in the flashback. But low-key, Kyle and Erica led the charge with that whole Sutton was over here an alcoholic, alluding to it. Garcelle, obviously, and Crystal, obviously, came to her defense. They go back and forth, and Sutton's like, you know what? I'm leaving. And she's like, well, I guess you're going to call me a bitch and just go ahead and leave, right?
Oh, thank you for having me. No, I'm out. So I'll just call you a bitch and go. Please don't go. Why?
She gets to the front. Garcelle and Kyle runs after her. Dorit's just like, you see how they run after her with no warning for me. No, they didn't care anything about me. Well, to be honest, Dorit, you were the one doing the insulting, and Sutton was the one that had her feelings hurt. So they run after her. They go to her, I guess she said foyer. and they're sitting down on the little bench, and Erica comes in. She's like, "Hey, girl," you know. Erica got that, I don't know, Erica's accent. It's all in her throat, but it's raspy. She said, "What's up, girls? What's going on?" And she's like, "I'm leaving. I'm out of here. I cannot do this. I cannot do this." So they're just like, "Girl, like, what is really going on? What's tea?"
She's not joking.
So they're just like, yeah, you know, she basically is irritated with, you know, old girl calling her, you know, alcoholic. Bose comes through the door, and also Kathy comes through the door as well. Bose goes see Dorit. So as all the girls are having the conversation, we see Dorit, Bose, and another lady come, and they are just like, "What's going on? Why are they sitting over here at the door? Like, it's rude." I see both sides, but I'm getting to it. So Bose come over like, "Yeah, you know, ladies, come on to the party. Come on, let's go sit down." And Garcelle's just like, she already came over to the party. She's just like, she think about leaving. And she was like, "Okay, but you know, I mean, y'all could easily come into the party. Like, what is going on? Why are you over sitting out here?" And Garcelle's just like, "First of all, Bose, stop trying to be Dorit's spokesperson." And Bose is just like, "Okay, if y'all want to sit up here and coddle this woman, do so. But I'm going back into the party." She walks off.
Like it? It looks rude. I mean, y'all want to coddle her, coddle her. I'm pissed that these ladies don't have any couth.
But I think it's funny, Garcelle. Garcelle, you know you're my girl. Damn, you've been my girl since you joined the show. But I have to really talk to you because you want to talk about coddling anybody. And you want to talk about spokesperson. You have literally been Sutton's spokesperson for almost 4 seasons now. Yes, you. So you can't sit up here and tell anybody about one being someone's spokesperson because you have done it. And I agree with Erica. You have been the spokesperson to Sutton. So, you know, Sutton gets her up and she walks out, and all the other girls go back into the backyard patio. And they're just like, "Okay, well, you know, old girl, she dipped up and left." And the conversation gets brought up with Garcelle and Bose. They're having a whole conversation about Bose always taking Dorit's side without knowing any type of backstory or any other information. But all these other women do it. And I was thinking about it because I was like, yeah, I understand. But I was thinking about it. If it was my best friend and my best friend was just like, yeah, this bitch is being rude or whatever, or somebody saying something about my best friend, I don't need to know the backstory. I don't care about the backstory because that's my best friend. If my best friend Brandon was like, "Oh yeah, you know, this girl's over here being like shady to me, you know, blah, blah, blah." How I do things is, bitch, if I don't know you, if my best friend's not speaking to you, girl, I'm not speaking to you either. I ride. That's just how I ride. I'm sorry. But if I do know you and my best friend don't speak to you, I'm going to speak to you just because I know you. We're cool. We're amicable. Cool. But if my best friend is over here feeling some type of way, I'm going to go check on my best friend or defend my best friend. And I don't need to know the backstory because I don't care about the backstory because my best friend feels some type of way. Now, if I know the backstory, I'm still going to defend my best friend, but in a private setting or on the phone privately, I'm going to let my best friend know, like, you know, girl, I had your back. You know, I'm always going to have your back. That's just what I do. But I do feel like you were wrong in the situation, and you probably need to have a conversation with old girl because I feel like you took it to a place where it didn't need to go, and she wasn't really giving you what you thought that she was giving you, and you probably need to apologize. That's just how I am. But I'm going to defend my friend 10 toes. It is what it is. I've done it before. My friends know. Damn.
And so that feeling for me is like, oh, Kyle is a little distant. Sharp.
Garcelle and Bose are the spokespersons for the other ladies. They don't mind speaking up, and that's just what they do, which is fine. But they both are clocking each other on the same thing, though. But Kyle, she brings up to Bose because Kyle was just like, well, you know, Garcelle tried to divert the conversation. She's like, okay, but you know, you already said that you don't feel comfortable and you feel distance with Kyle. Garcelle slipped because Garcelle divert the conversation over to Kyle. And Kyle was just like, yeah, you know, I feel some type of way that you over here feel distant with me out of all the ladies. And I feel like we had a close bond.
And that because you got to know her first, that you have a loyalty automatically to her, which is very clear how you came up and scolded us out there, even though...
And Bo's like, no, we are very much distant. And when you look at the flashbacks, I can see the disconnect because I feel like Kyle, you forget the part where you lied You lied about the whole phone and the text message situation. So from that point on, you, in Bo's mind, I'm assuming, but in Bo's mind, in my mind, you become a liar. So at that point, I'm gonna be like, okay, well, I don't think she's a liar, but I'm not gonna trust this bitch because you just lied in my face. You said that you didn't know shit about this. It was all amicable, but now you're over here having conversations outside memes. So the fuck are we talking about? But now Dorit is over here interjecting her viewpoints onto the girls and just like, oh, well, you know, Bose is right, Bose is... And Kyle's just telling her like, girl, stop interjecting. I don't need you to co-sign this bitch. Just keep your mouth shut and call it a day. And Dorit is just like, okay, but you can do it. You can co-sign and everything's cool with you. I thought we were moving forward. And I think that was kind of a guilt trip situation because it's like, yes, we can move forward in a friendship, but I can still hold you accountable. And I can also tell you to shut the fuck up while I'm trying to have a conversation with someone else.
I don't talking about. I don't. I literally thought to myself the other day, like I have no idea.
You don't need to butt in. And Garcelle does it too. Y'all need to stay out while we're having a one-on-one conversation and let us get through it. Because to be honest, the conversation that Bose and Kyle was having did not get completed because Kyle and Dorit got up and went upstairs to go over here kumbaya. I would have felt some type of way like, girl, I'm not done talking to you. I'm still talking to you, have a conversation.
Having a conversation with her and everything she said, you have to back up. I didn't back anything she just said up. I've been quiet. I was thinking, listening. Dorit.
And that shit would have irritated the fuck out of me. And I was like, Kyle, this is pause right now, but I'm about to press play on your ass in a minute. Yeah. So they go upstairs and, you know, they're talking about the relationship, you know, who wants to be divorced, why y'all want to be divorced. My whole thing is this. I said it before 2 seasons ago when I was first reviewing the show. I said I heard that allegedly Mauricio was over here fucking around on Kyle. It's been in the streets, it's been in the news, and Kyle and, you know, Mauricio has been now separated. We don't know what the fuck is going on, but now we've been seeing that he been in Aspen with girls shaking their ass in his face and taking shots in their belly button. He been kissing his partner on Dancing with the Stars. He been kissing the girl out in Aspen. And who else knows? He's over here doing all these different things. Now, if Kyle would have done it before he did, there'd be a whole fucking problem. But Kyle, at some point, you had Morgan around last season. And I think any person would have thought that you and Morgan was over here kitty clicking and pussy sucking. I'm not saying that's what happened. I don't know. But so it is what it is. Like, next episode seems like the girl's about to be gagged and Kyle's just like, girl, I don't know where this came from. I think Kyle knows. She's just saving face. We know Kyle is very much about image, so she's just saving face. We already know this. But y'all, let me know what you guys think about the girls. I think this episode was very much entertaining. But yeah, y'all, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black View. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a guy stop a jolly, break your ear here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I run out all around. Cause I excite ya.